Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my top foundations for the spring and summer. It's more summer months now, but these are also good through the springtime, so I definitely wanted to share them with y'all. Some are new, some are old, and then some are kind of like newer to me. So I definitely wanted to make this video perfect in time for summer because it is like 100 degrees normally here in Texas. It's hot, so I'm definitely putting a lot of foundations to the test. So if you want to see my top picks, then please keep on watching. If you are wondering about the makeup I'm currently wearing, I did film it. It's like my go-to beach makeup and what I'm packing, so keep an eye out for that video. It will be up before this one. So as far as foundations go, all of these are drugstore except one of them, and the one I'm currently wearing on my face is also in here. The one I do have on is the It Cosmetics CC cream. This is thebomb.com. I don't know why I never bought this sooner, because I never really gave into the hype of what it was until I finally tried it. And y'all, this is the bomb. I currently do have it on right now, and I'm not oily. I do have oily skin, so I kind of have to maneuver my way around certain luminous foundations. But this is really good coverage, really flawless on my skin. I had some acne scarring right here. You can kind of still see it, but it did cover it up pretty well. And this is my new favorite right now. I do have the shade Light and Fair. I'm currently wearing Light because I am more tanner right now, but Fair will definitely be like my year-round shade when I'm not tan. These are the bomb. Don't overlook them. I would definitely go try them. I can't get over how good my skin looks. Like, it looks so flawless, and it literally only used like a pump of this. Another foundation that I have been liking that I've been wearing more recently is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint, and this is a tint like it does say. I like wearing this on days when I'm just kind of chunking something on, going to class. It's very easy. You can use your fingers if you wanted to. You could use a brush or a sponge with this. It's a tint, so there's not much coverage that comes along with it. It's definitely a light coverage, but that's kind of why I like it. It kind of covers up any redness, or if you have maybe small imperfections you want to cover up, it definitely does do that, but it's not anything like the CC cream I'm wearing right now. When I say light, you can definitely still see your skin underneath it, but that's kind of why I like it, like I do say, because it's easy, it's breathable, it's not heavy, and it's a natural finish, so it's not extremely dewy to where it's a point to where I get greasy, but it's not matte. It's kind of like that happy medium, and that's why I like it. Plus it's drugstore, so it is more affordable. Another foundation that I also like, and this one is, I think it got released last year maybe, I want to say. It's the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I have it in the shade 705. This is another one of those really good foundations because this doesn't make me oily, but it has that nice like healthy finish to it. It says the lightweight full coverage makeup. This formula hydrates and includes SPF of 20, which is also great for the summer. SPF is great to have in foundations just in case you maybe forget to put some on, or you know, you didn't pack anything. It's really good to have some in like your moisturizer or your foundation. And most of these foundations I am mentioning do have SPF in them. Like the It Cosmetics one has SPF 50. I don't know if the tint does. I don't think this does, but the Vitalist has SPF 20, and then the other ones I do have SPF, except 2 of them I want to say. But back to this guy right here, I definitely have to agree it's lightweight. I don't think it's a full coverage foundation. I definitely think it's more medium. I think you can build it up to full, but it's not a heavy medium coverage foundation. So you can get coverage like the CC cream right here if you keep building it up. But I like this because it's lightweight, but it's a foundation. I do have to say I prefer the It Cosmetics over this one though, just because I think it wears better and it's not as heavy. But this is a really good option and extremely affordable too. The next one I have, this one is kind of iffy. This one does have sunscreen, so actually I think it's only one of them that doesn't have sunscreen. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and why I say I'm iffy about this, because I'm oily. So it kind of depends on how my skin is that day, what primer I use, the weather, because this can make me look like a grease ball really easily. But what I've realized is when I combine the right primer and everything with it, my skin looks really good with this. So that's another reason I like it. It has SPF 20 in it, which is great. I have the neutral shade. It's in 1-2 Soft Ivory and Classic Ivory. So I think this may be a little too light for me right now, but I do like this stuff. I just have to pair it right with a good primer and a good powder. or I look like a grease ball. So if you have maybe dry skin, or if you have kind of combo skin or anything like that, especially if you have dry skin, you would really like this because it adds a little bit of hydration to it, but it adds a really nice luminosity. This one right here, I don't think has SPF, and it is actually from Catrice. This is their HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It's a mattifying and it's a second skin effect, lasts up to 24 hours. I have the shade 030 Sand Beige. This is amazing. I've wanted this for the longest time, and for the longest time I thought you could only order it on Ulta's app because I've never seen it in stores, and I went to Catrice, like the little counter thing in Ulta, and they had it, so I picked it up. And this is probably the best drugstore matte foundation I've ever used. It almost dries down to like a powder matte. It's so matte. That's like the best way I can describe it. When you touch your face, that's how it feels, almost like a powder matte. And I can't get over how good the coverage is and how matte it is. It's like my perfect drugstore matte foundation for my oily skin, and I love it so much. I think it's only like $10. You get 1.01 fluid ounces, which is pretty normal, and it's just good. And I think it's good for the summer because I'm able to get that nice matte finish. But the one thing I like about this is it's not heavy. It doesn't have a heavy cakey feel to it. I also do like the like little dropper system that they have in here. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I love how I can get my matte finish, but it's just not like a heavy cakey matte finish. And then the next foundation I have is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This also has SPF 20 in it for all skin types, and for some reason, I really like got drawn towards this when it first came out. Packaging I loved. I love how it was like this giant doe foot applicator, and then it kind of got lost in my collection, and then I started using it again, and I just love how good this looks. It's a little bit different than the IT Cosmetics CC cream. It's not as full coverage, but the IT Cosmetics CC cream for me doesn't have a luminous finish. This thing does, and it's pretty good at medium coverage. You can definitely get a lighter coverage if you don't apply it too much, but for me, this is pretty good medium coverage, and this is normally what I like to go for. So I would definitely say this is comparable to the CoverGirl, except I like this more than the CoverGirl, simply because I like the way it looks on my skin. It doesn't make me look any more greasy. It doesn't pull out any problem areas, any dry patches, any pores, anything like that. It doesn't grip to any acne spots I may have at the time. It's just a really nice, good finish foundation. And then the last one I have right here is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation with SPF 15. I have it in the shade Light Ivory 106A. This is really good for the mornings that I am going to school or want something really fast and easy to chunk on, because it doesn't really think much of it. I just grab a sponge, kind of dibble in there, and then I can just apply it out. I can apply it only to areas that I need the foundation. I could apply it all over my face. It really just kind of depends what I'm feeling that day. But I get really, really good coverage out of this, and it's such a natural finish. Not too oily, not too greasy, but it's not matte. It's like right there in that comfort between. And that's why I like that, like it's not over the line, but it's like right there, and it's just a really nice, soft, natural finish. And that's what I like with this. Plus I believe this has like coconut in it, I want to say. It kind of does have a smell. It smells like florals and like a little bit of coconut. That doesn't really tend to bother me though. It is drugstore. Like I said, all these are drugstore except the Cosmetics CC cream, because I'm drawn towards drugstore face products a lot. So that's how I tend to accumulate a lot, but I really do like this. Doesn't break the bank, and it's really good light to medium coverage. Definitely not full coverage, lightweight on the skin. That's why I like all these. They're really lightweight on the skin. This is just my little matte newfound baby that I love so much. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I will link all these products and everything down below just in case you are interested in anything. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye y'all.